Welcome back, everyone. In today's session, I'm going to give you workbook solutions, Julius Caesar, Act 2, Scene 4. Where does this scene take place? Give two examples to show that Portia is agitated. This is extract number 1. The extract is there on the screen. And where does this scene take place? Act 2, Scene 4 takes place in Rome, outside Brutus's house. Give two examples. You will have to focus on two examples to show that Portia is agitated. Portia is mentally disturbed. Change paragraph. Portia is agitated. Two examples कौन से हैं? There are many examples. You can write any two. She asks Lucius to run to the Senate house and to go at once without waiting to answer her, but she has not told him his errand. Without telling him about his task, Portia tells him to just run to the Senate house. This shows her mental disturbance. She wants him to go there and come back before she can tell him what he must do there. So disturbed she is. And then the second reason, the second example, Portia invokes constancy to give her strength of mind so that she does not disclose secrets. She has a man's mind but a woman's might. She is nervous. वो nervous क्यों है? वो secrets reveal नहीं करना चाहती है. इसीलिए she is invoking constancy. She wants firmness and steadfastness in her character. These are the two examples. Now, what is the errand? Task क्या है? On which Portia is sending Lucius. Portia wants Lucius to bring her the information whether his master Brutus seems to be feeling well. सुबह जब वो निकले थे वो sickly दिख रहे थे, because when he went out of the house he was feeling unwell. So what is the specific errand? Specific errand is to bring her information whether Brutus seems to be feeling well. She also wants, और एक, this is number 1, और एक जो task है, she also wants Lucius to observe carefully what Julius Caesar does and what petitioners crowd around him. This is the errand on which Portia is sending Lucius. At the end of this scene, we will see that she tells Lucius, go convey the message that I am cheerful, I am good, and bring message from him. ब्रूटस क्या कह रहे थे वो आके मुझे बताना. What has motivated her to send Lucius urgently on the errand? 3 marks. There is a sense of urgency, perhaps because she wants to know how Brutus is. She is a dutiful wife, वो चिंतित है. In reality, मगर she wants to know whether the conspirators, पोर्शिया को पता है कॉन्स्पिरेसी के बारे में. शायद इसीलिए in reality she wants to know whether the conspirators led by Brutus have succeeded in assassinating Caesar or whether the conspiracy has been found out. तो इस चीज के ऊपर ब्रूटस का जो फ्यूचर है वो बहुत निर्भर कर रहा है. Whom does she meet a little later, which increases her tension? She meets a soothsayer a little later, which increases her tension. What does that person say? To indicate that there is a possibility of an impending danger. What does this person say? The soothsayer says that he is going to take up a position from where he can see him passing onto the Capitol. So instead of him, we'll write Julius Caesar over here. He also adds that if Caesar is kind enough to hear him and is interested in his safety, he will entreat Caesar, request करेंगे Caesar को to look after his own safety, अपना वो ख्याल रखे. This indicates that there is a possibility of impending danger. कुछ गलत होने वाला है. और इस चीज के बारे में जो सूथसेयर है वो सीजर को बताने वाले हैं. Give two arguments. You will have to write two arguments put forward earlier to Brutus by Portia to indicate why she should know his secrets. अब जब वो secrets जान गई है, she is mentally agitated. पहले पोर्शिया ने ही कहा था, I am constant, I can keep secrets, I am a woman of high reputation. बताओ मुझे secrets बताओ. जब secrets पता चला, तब she became mentally troubled, mentally agitated. So now you will have to state two arguments put forward earlier by her to indicate why she should know his secrets. Number one argument क्या था? Portia has no separate existence from Brutus. She is a part of him and she is his other half. Thus, in the name of the great vow of marriage, which has made them united and made them one, Brutus must tell her the cause of his grief. It's not her, but his grief. What is troubling you? In the name of marriage, we are one. So tell me. I am your wife and you must tell me what is troubling you. And second reason, second argument, she is a woman having a high reputation. और वो reputation क्या है? Daughter not of an ordinary man but of Marcus Porcius Cato and the wife of such a great man as Brutus. Hence, she is inherently strong and can keep secrets. These are the two arguments. After this, the next question, question number 5, 4 marks. So this is the question. What noise does Portia say to have heard a little later? She imagines she has heard a bustling rumor. Quotation from the text, a noise of people rushing about as if a riot has broken out. It is the wind which brings the noise from the direction of the Capitol. And does Lucius hear this noise? Yes, Lucius does not hear the noise. And what can you conclude about the situation? We can conclude that though Portia had pleaded with her husband that she could keep his secret, she has become nervous now. वो अब nervous है. She is so terrified that she imagines or वो imagine कर रही है all kinds of sounds as if she apprehends that the plot has failed and so her husband is in danger. उन्हें लगता है वो जो plot है assassination का वो fail हो गया है और Brutus एक बहुत बड़ी मुसीबत में है. And that is why she is now mentally so agitated. After this, extract number 2. Where is Portia sending Lucius? Portia is sending Lucius to the Senate house in Rome. What does she tell Lucius to find out about Brutus and Caesar? ये पहले ही हमने discuss किया है. She tells Lucius to bring her information if Brutus looks well and also observe carefully what Caesar is doing and which petitioners, suitors crowd in on him. This is how you write a specific to the point brief answer. Now, question number 2. Why is Portia externally distracted and internally anxious? वो externally distracted है, इसका क्या मतलब है? She is restless. She is unable to control herself. Internally anxious, she is agitated. According to the extract, read the extract and focus on the extract. Portia is very much worried about her husband. She is externally distracted, restless, and internally anxious because Brutus was ill when he went out. One reason. Moreover, she is finding it hard to keep secrets. She is concerned about the safety of Brutus after Caesar's assassination or if he fails to do so. And she has the mind of a man but the strength of a woman. The enormity of the conspiracy. इतना बड़ा एक decision है ये, इतना बड़ा एक conspiracy है ये, that she is now overpowered by it. Enormity of the situation, seriousness of the situation is too much for her to handle. Give the meaning of set a huge mountain between my heart and tongue. What is the conflict which Portia suffers as indicated in the statement? Portia wants her willpower to separate her heart and her tongue with a huge mountain so that she cannot express her feelings. And what is the conflict? The conflict which Portia suffers, as indicated in the statement, is that she struggles to keep her secret. She is perplexed and feels she lacks firmness of mind like other women. So, she lacks firmness of mind. State in your own words what Portia means by a man's mind. इसका क्या मतलब है? But a woman's mind. What does she feel is her weakness? Why? 3 subparts. Portia complains that she has a man's mind but a woman's mind. She has been given access to a man's knowledge, but because of her position as a woman, she is unable to use it and must sit and wait for the outcome of men's affairs. वो जाके अपने husband को help नहीं कर सकती. She has a man's mind. Brutus क्या सोच रहे हैं? अब पोर्शिया को पता है, मगर वो कुछ कर नहीं पाएगी क्योंकि उसे यहाँ पे बैठना है. So this is one explanation, and the other probable explanation I have also mentioned that. Moreover, women's might also suggests her lack of steadfastness, perhaps seen as a folly characteristic of women. And what is the weakness? She feels that she lacks strength of mind. And why does she think so? Unfortunately, the knowledge that Brutus imparts regarding his secret क्या है? Conspiracy hatched is her downfall. पहले वो बहुत confident थी. I can keep all secrets. I am constant. मगर अब ये सीक्रेट इतना बड़ा है, इतना सीरियस है, इनॉर्मस है, वो कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रही है. By being fathered by Cato and husbanded by Brutus, she considered herself superior, stronger. Previously, superior to other women, stronger than other women of her sex. Other of her sex. Ironically, the enormity of the secret overpowers her now and makes her lacking in constancy. So this is the reason. In what way is a sense of urgency in the first 2 lines of the extract? Where else in the extract does she show the same attitude? Sense of urgency, jaldi jaldi, restlessness, jaldi karo, jaldi lao information. Portia tells Lucius that he has to rush to the Senate house and come back before she can think what he must do there. First line of the extract. You will have to focus on that. The extreme fear about any serious happening in the Capitol does not allow her to think fast or compose the exact words. Such is the sense of urgency. And the way she speaks to herself about her weakness and lack of constancy later in the extract shows urgency. She wants some information from the Senate House as quickly as possible. She wants some information as quickly as possible. This is extract number 2. And now read extract number 3. Excuse me. Omens and soothsayers play a big role in Julius Caesar. What role does the soothsayer play here? The soothsayer is apprehensive of the future of Julius Caesar. It is the Ides of March and he tries to convey his fears to Caesar to warn him. Fate, he stands for fate, seems to give Caesar multiple chances to protect himself. Baar soothsayers आके सीजर को वार्न करते हैं, वार्न करना चाहते हैं, multiple attempts so that Caesar can save himself. So he brings a sense of urgency here. जल्दी से मुझे सीजर को ये बताना है कि Caesar's life is in danger, and the soothsayer foresees the harm, though he does not have concrete information about the conspiracy, and he seems to be faithful to Caesar. So एक group है जो against Caesar है, conspirators, and एक group है Artemidorus और ये soothsayer who have some knowledge of the conspiracy and they want to convey it to Caesar so that he can protect himself. एक ग्रुप सीजर को पसंद करते हैं and they want to help Caesar. और इस सूटसेयर को लगता है he fears that something is wrong here and something very bad is going to happen to him. And what is the effect of his presence on Portia and the audience? The soothsayer's presence increases Portia's anxiety and the audience is filled with fear and anticipation of the execution of assassination. Audience को पता है conspiracy के बारे में and therefore they are waiting fearfully in anticipation of the execution of the assassination on the stage. To whom does the soothsayer address these words? The soothsayer addresses these words to Portia, Brutus's wife. Explain the first sentence. Extract padho. First sentence padho and then explain it. Portia asks him if he knows of any harm intended toward Caesar. He does not know anything. He does not know anything concrete, but he fears that something bad is going to happen and he feels uneasy. Question 3. What is meant by the throng? Throng का क्या मतलब है? The expression the throng means the mob that follows after Caesar. Senators, judges, commoners, petitioners asking for favors. They are all heading towards the Senate house. And what would the throng witness in a short time? The assassination of Julius Caesar. What does the soothsayer want to tell Caesar? He wants to tell Caesar earnestly to befriend himself. He will beg him to do what is good for him so that he can protect himself. And why does he wish to get for himself a place more void? He fears that the crowd accompanying Caesar will squeeze a feeble man like him almost to death. So he wishes to find a place that is less crowded and speak to great Caesar. अगर वो भीड़ में दब गया तो वो Caesar से बात नहीं कर पाएगा. As he walks past. Question 5. Besides the soothsayer, there is another person waiting to communicate on the road with Caesar. Who is he? He is Artemidorus. He approaches Caesar with his letter saying that its contents are matter of closest concern for Caesar. What does he want to tell Caesar and why? The conspirators have already finalized their plans to assassinate Caesar. उसे ये पता चल गया है the moment he enters the Senate house और इस चीज के बारे में वो Caesar को warn करना चाहता है. He wants Caesar to look about you and take appropriate steps to protect himself from a certain death. So these are the answers. Your workbook solutions, Morning Star workbook.